welcome back to Chapter 12 of Eirika Hard Mode, Red Team. Here are the units we have to bring for Chapter 12. Saleh, of course, is forced here. He is a pre-promoted Sage, he has pretty good weapon ranks. He comes with an Elfire and a Thunder Tome. Saleh's growth rates are as follows. It is 50 HP, 30 Magic, 25 Skill, 40 Speed, 40 Luck, 30 Defense, and 35 Resistance. Yeah, Saleh is a lot better in Eirika mode than he is in Ephraim mode, just because he has a lot of availability more so. In that mode, I don't believe he joins until the middle of chapter 15, I want to say. I think it's 15, yeah. But here you certainly have a lot of time to raise his staff rank if you wish to, but he's not on our winning team, so we will not be using him aside from this chapter. Everyone else I've already taken the liberty to position on the map, and this chapter, interestingly enough, is connected to the last one, meaning you can't really go back to the world map and do what you need to do before you start this. Now, I also think there are some invisible lines, one above this mountain range, I want to say, and one about here, although I'm not entirely sure. I just know there's a smaller box in the top half of this map. We can take a peek at all the enemies here. Let's just start with you. A droppable bow. And skeletons. So yeah, this map is basically all enemies, or monster enemies like we did see on the previous map. So once again, it is really beneficial to have Artur promote, or even Moulder if you're using him. He can promote into a bishop as well. Now let's see if Tana can take on both of these guys. There are some reinforcements that do spawn back here once you cross a certain line. I don't want to put Tana too far up above that line. And then we have some flying enemies here. I think someone spawns, maybe not right now, but I think someone spawns with a horse slayer. So we will have to be careful of Seth as usual with well, not as usual. Seth is good to begin with, what am I saying? But with a horse slayer, we do want to take extra precaution when a unit is weak to something. Just like we did with Tana in the last chapter. Okay. Here we can just have Seth go in front and clear out a lot of the enemies. I'm going to give him a lance. Now where are you going, Spider? Can't really reach him just yet. Yeah, it's very easy to get sandwiched in the middle of this canyon. When you have enemies coming from the front and the back. And while Tethys is up on the screen, I should mention that we are going to be getting the last member of our team today. He is in this house, I believe, Ewan, the mage. A trainee. I'll talk a bit more about him once we do reach him. I don't know if he'll be in this episode or the next one. I probably will split this into 2 parts. Okay. It's clearing out this initial wave I find to be really helpful before you do want to trigger any reinforcements. Even with a normal sized team, it isn't fun to get squished between these mountain ranges, as I mentioned. Oh, and Lance going for Eirika. It's not fun to get squished between these mountain ranges. And with a smaller team, it's even more detrimental, I would imagine. Okay, and you're doing exactly what I hoped you'd do. Tana is a really good unit to take on these flying magical... Oh, and you missed. These flying magical monsters. Of course, the shadow shot they do, it's not shadow shot, or the evil eye attack they do is magical. Pegasi are really resistant. So Tana is really good for this job here. Vanessa would be as well. The other flyer we may or may not meet in this playthrough, he's usually not that good at taking these down because he's more of a physical than a magical. And I don't want to put Tana... Let's just hit a javelin here. Don't want to put her too far ahead. Yeah, I decided not to just promote her right now. I do think 11 is a little low. Like I said in a previous chapter, I do like to get my units to about maybe level 15 before going ahead going ahead and promoting them. We do have healers nearby, so it's perfectly safe to do this. Yeah, the gargoyles are really pain for Eirika. Being flying, Lance using a footlock sword unit doesn't really do the best against them, unless your name's Joshua, maybe. And I don't think there's anything in range to attack Moulder if I put him in front of Eirika. Might want to have Artur backtrack a little and hit the spiders. The spiders are quite bulky, I feel. Not the one that Vanessa had to face back in Chapter 6, but let's see how Artur does against you. Perfect. And we'll definitely get to restock after this chapter. Artur, of course, needing to go through a lot of lightning tomes to take down these tough monsters. Well, some of them are tough anyway. Okay, now can Seth help us out a little bit by taking on some of these annoying... Okay. Might equip the Javi. Get Eirika in range. He might go for Eirika that way. I'll just put it right here. Saleh, I guess we'll be using you for the chapter, just like Dozla in the last one, of course. When they join, they'll get a chance to shine, but he will be forever on the bench, just like the rest of them. And I did mention last time that Rachel would be coming back to help recruit a character. I think Vanessa or Inez do have to help me recruit someone much later, too. Oh. All the missing today. That's a shame. Those guys can be really pesky with how fast they are. Not too many units, as I said last time, can really double them. Joshua might be able to, though. Let me double check. No, not even he can. Well, he can here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And you're not even doing damage to Joshua. I did give him the Draco Shield, but you would think like a Swordmaster Myrmidon types usually are pretty squishy. But not Joshua here. I guess we can show off Saleh. Oh, or not. Yeah, I do have that problem of remembering to turn on the animations whenever a new character joins us. Moulder, Tethys, Saleh. He's not in range of that. Well, he could be if I... We put Seth right there. Yeah, let's have Seth take on a few of these. You can't get behind him, can you? Okay. I mean, Eirika should be fine to take on the Maw Dogs because, as I said, she... Oh, but Tethys has to go there. She's not going to get double, but I wonder if she could outspeed them too, like Joshua. Let me check their speeds here. 21. Yeah, she's kind of stuck right now, being that she can't promote until chapter 16. And here's Saleh, using his Elfire. Kind of like a discount Pent, if you will. I know a lot of people who played FE7 really like Pent a lot when they first saw him. He kind of just beats everything in the desert chapter that he joins. Who is hurt? Why not? He kind of just destroys everything in that desert chapter, making it so the player doesn't really have to traverse that terrain too much. So a lot of people were very positive about Pent as a unit. Saleh is also very good. He's certainly not to the same level, but he's still a good unit, especially in this mode, or this route. If I were doing a normal run of Eirika hard mode, I probably would decide to use him. He's a really good candidate for the Warp Staff. If you give him enough heals, mends, he can get up there. I think it's an A rank. Ephraim mode, of course, is a little bit harder since he joins us later. A lot of the characters in these that we meet along this route split are a little bit changed or determined how good they are based on what route you go on. The Wyvern I was talking about, for example, he gets a lot better on Ephraim's route, as opposed to this one. Kind of like opposite of Saleh. There was a staticky noise in the microphone. I am trying to get a little bit better with the microphone here recording. It is just a learning process here in your first Let's Play. And you are stuck on the mountain. I would like to heal Tana. Why not? Will we get strength? No. We did last time, though. Remember, it was sitting at 9 for a little bit. Guess we'll just let Seth run ahead. Although I would like to get Eirika close. There's still a gargoyle, but he's not that much of a threat. Unless you are, of course, one of these guys. Well, not. One of these guys meaning not Artur, because he doesn't care. And once again, another bad use of Tethys. I could get someone to a little closer to Tana to heal. I really need to take this javelin off of Seth. I'm really bad with inventory management a lot of the time. Perfect XP! Level 9. A good Seth level up as expected. Okay, and they're still moving towards us. Hello there, going for Saleh. But Saleh doesn't really care. Yeah. Now, sages in this game are a bit interesting because unlike Pent and FE7, they can use light magic. So I can put a tome on him for effective bonus on like a dark magic user, but he still doesn't have the Slayer skill, so he will not be effective like Artur here is. Speaking of which, I'd like to get rid of the spider. If only we had Bishop Artur back in Chapter 6, but Vanessa would have had to carry him there. Okay. You are still stuck in the mountain. Yeah, and I do want to heal you. Just move you up a bit. Would like to heal Saleh as well. Not gonna quite aggro those monsters just yet. I think I'll just give you the kill, Joshua. I know it's fun to show off Saleh, but he isn't part of the team at the end of the day, so we will try and use him as little as we can here. And then, what do we want to do? I mean, he can just still be used to take on the reinforcements, which is very needed here. And Artur, some staff experience. And of course, the only healing animation we'll probably see the rest of this playthrough. Like I said, Artur, he is now a mixed attacker base, well, mixed unit, in that he heals and that he fights. We certainly don't want to turn off his fighting animation, so we'll just live with the healing. Okay, now then. Should we wait out one more turn? Yeah, I think it is right above the mountain, so I can put him here. Eirika, support. Tana, like I said, I wouldn't mind her getting some of the XP here. Let's see if I can pull up my timer to see how far we are. And that is a kill for our friend Artur. And a crit! Yeah, Artur really tears it up through these monster maps. So does any Bishop. Moulder and Natasha can certainly do the same thing if you choose to raise one of them. Anyone need healing? Saleh can also heal, although I didn't give him any staff. so we can keep you nearby. I am not doing a very good job at all of keeping... I guess you can float around the middle. Not doing a very good job at all of keeping Artur next to Joshua. They did get support in chapter 10, I believe. Once again, I left that javelin on Seth. Well, we'll be able to buy some more after this chapter, so it's not the end of the world. The spiders are keen on moving out. Okay. Well, I think it's time we trigger our friends, the reinforcements. Just have Tana take a shot at Mr. Spider. That's not enough. That is also not enough. I think I'm just gonna have Seth. We'll go for the lance, why not? I think I'm just gonna have Seth take on this guy. Yeah, as I was saying on the mountain, with the mountain spider, these guys do get a bit bulky later on. There is another monster type that will be being much later that is very bulky. Where should we leave Joshua? I definitely don't want Tethys around. Can't remember exactly where they come from. I want to say like somewhere down here. But that's part of the surprise of playing this game. I'll keep Joshua down here. I'm kind of just fumbling around with my units right now. Yeah, good luck. Kind of just fumbling around with my units. I don't remember exactly where they are, but luckily for me I'm not playing Awakening where they would be ambush spawns, which is really bad, especially when you have frail units around like I tend to use, like Lisa or Olivia. It's very easy for her to get picked off by just about anything that could ambush you, which is a lot in that game. And 3 doggies, a bunch of gargoyles, okay. Now how far can the doggos get to us? I think I might have to dance Artur back here. Yeah, Artur should be easily be able to clean up these gargoyles. I will keep Joshua nearby for backup. Maybe have them start to work on a bee support. Now then, as for up here, Tana will want to get these guys. Seth can take care of you. Might not be a bad idea to start sending Tana around this way. Eirika, you can stay by Seth. Moulder, you can stay around to heal. Yeah, just making sure we're prepared on all fronts here. And reaching that red house, the top red house, fairly positive. We do want to be careful not to pull Ewan out too early because, like I said, he is a trainee, kind of like Ross was way back in chapter 2 or 3. He is just going to get destroyed by anything here. Oh, you're flying up. That's annoying. But the doggies can't really go over the mountain. They aren't flying, and Tethys needs to get the heck out of there. And a crit. Nope. Okay. I don't like how you're going up, because Tana has to get moving to the... not the spider. Okay. I really don't want you to be fight... Suppose I could put you two right here. Tethys, I just want you to run away. Might also not be a good... might be a good idea to... Can you use mend? Okay. Let's get you up here. What are we dealing with here? Not too much. I would like to keep Seth around in case these gargoyles decide to fly over the mountains and pick at these two. I guess we'll keep our position. And we should be good here. The skeleton's kind of stuck in the mountains. And the spider's now moving. Yeah, you're going up towards Tana. That's really not the best. Okay. Artur. Killing... Okay, good. He didn't break... He didn't have a one-use weapon left. That could be kind of annoying to leave a guy... Oh, and there's Mr. Horseslayer. Luckily, Artur does not get a mount on promotion. It would be incredibly broken to have this skill plus a mount. And Joshua can fight the doggos pretty easily. Very easily. The promoted version of that thing is pretty creepy looking. Whenever we see it, I'll be sure to show that off. Hello, Mr. Eyeball. Tana Eliminator Unit, or whatever you want to call it. Tana's favorite enemy to fight. I don't like you four. You guys are irritating me. I don't like you. I definitely don't like you. We can one-shot shine you. Might have to get Artur in to take on some of these gargoyles. I think we'll do one more turn here before we call it a day. In the next episode, I might be able to power level Ewan against one of the... against the boss here, if I do everything right. Let's just have Tana go up here. Don't have a healing item on her, that's not the smartest thing in the world. Okay, you two are no threat. You... Joshua, take care of Doggo. Now you can... I would like to dance for you. Actually, the only place I could put her safely is right where Saleh is. Now, can Moulder the boulder? He should be able to take a hit, though. Tethys is the one I'm really worried about. Saleh is fine. Eirika really doesn't care either. We'll just keep her and Seth on the front lines right now. I don't want to pull you to Seth. I wouldn't mind getting this spider out of the way. And Eirika will just keep the point in the middle. I don't think so, Mr. Spider. Well, spiders being bulky are no problem when Seth is around. Let's see if that skeleton will go for him. That would be really useful if he did. Hello there. Of course, the eyes don't really do much to Tana in the first place to warrant healing, so it's not that big of a deal. Later on, though, when I do fly her off to places, I have to be sure to equip her with a healing item. And you're going for Saleh, which is fine. I can take one of you out. And these gargoyles also like to get themselves into some really irritating places on the mountain ranges where we can't really reach them without a well-trained flyer. Okay, well that'll do it for this episode. Next time we are going to meet Ewan and take on this boss. I'll see you then.